Hello everybody, Monty Reed here, and today I am giving you a inventory status update for March 10th, 2018. This is a Thrive Life inventory status update. The Carrot Fruit Crisps Snackies in the single 8-packs are out of stock, and we're looking at 2 to 8 weeks before we get those back in. Those are the singles that come in an 8-pack. The chili lime chicken rice is out right now in the pouch size. Of course, that's how they come. And it's going to be 8 weeks or more. It says 8+, 8 or more weeks before we get the chili lime chicken rice. That's one of my favorites. I'm glad I have them stocked up. I'm going to order some more as soon as those go in. You can put those in your queue, or sorry, now we call it the delivery. You can put those in your delivery, and as soon as they're available, we'll get them shipped out. Chopped onions, the freeze-dried, are out in the family size cans, and it's 2 to 8 weeks before we get those in. Also the Pantry Can. So we've got family size case. Now the family size is the gallon number 10 can. We stopped calling them number 10 can because a lot of the younger folks don't know what a number 10 can is, and they think it's a 10-pound can, and it's not. It's family size. It's the standard coffee can. We used to call them a 10 tin or a 10 can, but it's now called the family size can, and we're out of stock on those for 2 to 8 weeks. Those come in cases of 6, which we're completely out of. The Pantry Cans we're also out of, and the Pantry Can cases we're out of. So that's 2 to 8 weeks before the chopped onions come back in. The Cilantro Spice Can is 2 to 8 weeks before those are in. Cranberry Crunch Snackies in the pouch are 2 to 8 weeks out before we get those in. And of course, Cranberry Crunch in the singles, we're still out of stock. We're looking at 2 to 8 weeks before we get those in. The Garden Veggie Lasagna for the Simple Plate is out in the classic 2-person and family size of 4, are 2 to 8 weeks before we get the Garden Veggie Lasagna in. That's one of my favorites. I'm glad we have extras, but I'm going to stock up as soon as that gets back in again. Instant white rice in the number 10 can or family size. We're completely out of those. We still have it in pantry cans, but the family size is out, and it'll be 2 to 8 weeks before we get those in. Italian seasoning blend, that's in the little spice can. Freeze-dried, has a 25-year shelf life before you open it. The Italian seasoning blend is 8 weeks or more. 8 weeks or more before we get those in. So parsley, spice can, 2 to 8 weeks. So we should have the parsley in before we get the Italian seasoning. The seasoning variety pack, the 9-pack, is 2 to 8 weeks before we get those in. Strawberry yogurt bites, we are out of stock in the Pantry Can, so you can still get the strawberry yogurt bites in the family size. So the strawberry yogurt bites in the Pantry Can, 2 to 8 weeks before we get those in. All-purpose white flour, unbleached, in the bucket is 8 weeks plus, so at least it's longer than 8 weeks before we get those in. So, I mean, we're looking at March, April, May, so it'll be May 15th maybe before we get those buckets in. And whole wheat flour in the Pantry Can and the Pantry Can 10-pack are out of stock, and that'll be 2 to 8 weeks before we get those in. So again, our quick overview of items out of stock. Carrot Fruit Crisp Snackies in the single pouch. We can still get the large Carrot Fruit Crisp. The chili lime rice, we're out. Chopped onions, freeze-dried, we're out of those. Slices are still available. Cilantro spice is out, and also the Italian seasoning and parsley and the seasoning variety pack were out of stock. Cranberry Crunch Snackies, the large size, were out, and Cranberry Crunch in the singles were out. Garden Veggie Lasagna Simple Plate were out. Instant white rice were out. The strawberry yogurt bites were out in the Pantry Can size. White flour in buckets, whole wheat flour in Pantry Cans. This is Monty Reed for Thrive Life and the Inventory Status Report. Have a great day.